I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Bourbon Boys. Let's pour a glass. Welcome back to Bourbon Boys. So, we got a special treat here tonight. I hope. We'll find out. I'm not sure. This is Kentucky Tavern. This one's 80 proof. And this is a very old bourbon. It's been around a long time. I think it was first trademarked in the early 1900s, but it dates back to the 1800s really. And it's gone through some different ownership and different things. It's currently made by Barton's. It's distilled at Barton's. It's owned by Sarazac, I think is the name of how you pronounce that company, which makes a bajillion things, including Pappy's and Buffalo Trace and Weller and a lot of the hot brands. However, if you go to their website right now, which I did, they don't claim it. I searched the name even. They have a search thing there. They don't have it listed. They have a crap ton of liquors, all not just bourbons, but all kinds of stuff. Kentucky Tavern is not one they claim, but it does say so right here on the side. So, have you ever had this before, Ben?
I've never had this before.
This cost a whopping, I think, $8 I paid for. It was $7.99 at our local Kroger.
Yeah.
It's on the shelf. So something interesting about this though. So the Sarazac company purchased it, I think, in about 2009. But it's this bottle I have is straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. However, apparently sometime recently, and I don't know if this is an older bottle or if they switched back, I'm not really sure, they switched to Kentucky Tavern Reserve with natural flavors, which means it's not really bourbon. You can't have any additives and be called bourbon. So I've seen some people complaining about that, but the bottle I have is in fact straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. So watch that if you try this out. So a lot of old timers swear by this. But I do know it's gone through some different things. Back in the 70s, this was aged for 8 years. It was their big marketing thing, and 8 years, aged 8 years. But now it's aged for at least 36 months. So roughly 3 to 4 years this is aged. So we'll see how it goes here, man. Have you ever had? You said you've
never had it. No. How low did you have to look on the shelf for this?
This was way down the shelf, and I had to dust it off. So this could just be an old one. I don't know. We'll give you a heavy pour, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know. What do you get?
It's pretty strong on the nose there.
We're going to give it a shot.
See how this goes.
All right, let's see. Actually, it's not that bad. I've smelled some of these and about burn your nose hairs off, and this one can hardly even smell it.
Yeah.
Just smells watered down to me. I mean, I don't get hardly any.
But whatever I do get,
it's
definitely alcohol.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you know what? I was bracing myself, but that wasn't.
It wasn't as bad as.
No, well, it's only 80 proof, so I don't.
Yeah.
Wow, then it leaves a tingle. I don't know what this is. Let's see. It doesn't take you back. You don't.
No,
cringe.
you don't make the face.
You don't make the face. That's right. Really, it's a little bit like it smells. There's kind of not a lot there at all, but it's. I might add a cube too. We need to get a little smaller ice cubes, I think. It's a little big. But we'll give it a taste here. Let's see what this does to it. Yeah, I mean, it's drinkable. It's not bad. Like I said, anybody that's had some cheap bourbon, I got to say, I was bracing myself to have to make the face, like Ben said.
Yeah.
But it's not, I guess, I don't know, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I certainly have had a lot worse bourbons before. But we're going to finish off these glasses. I think this is drinkable.
Yeah, we'll see how it
Feel
goes.
a little bit of a burn still.
bit,
I mean, you
yep.
feel that alcohol. It definitely has alcohol in it, so which they all do. But that's probably the biggest taste that you're getting from it right now. So
See if
we're
we
gonna
like
finish this off, and we'll be back and give you our final thoughts on it.
it. See it.
Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we were able to finish
Empty.
this, and it wasn't horrible, I gotta say. I certainly have had worse bourbons. Kentucky Tavern is not a bourbon that you're going to write home about. It's not one that you're going to be craving. But if you would pick this up, if you had $10 in your pocket, there are worse ways to go. That's all I can say about this one here. You can drink it. It's not great, but it's not horrible. It's as middle of the road as you can get. But like I said, this was $8. So for under $10, I don't know that you could find something, a bourbon anyway, that was better than this one. I was really bracing myself for this one, I got to tell you. But it wasn't horrendous. What would you think on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I was kind of thinking of is like you could, you wouldn't be breaking the bank to bring this to a party or something, and you also wouldn't be embarrassed to share it with your friend. You know, it tastes decent enough where.
Yeah, especially if they weren't bourbon drinkers, right?
Yeah, especially that too. Yeah.
But it doesn't. It's a little watered down flavor. You get. It's got a. For only being 80 proof, you're getting a little bit of the burn.
Yeah.
But it's not, as I'm sure anybody's out there had, where you take a sip and you're, as Ben put it, you're making the face and turn a head turner, where you turn your head like this, like wow.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to finish it.
Yep.
Every time you got to brace yourself. Every time you take a sip. That's not this one here. Because of that, like I said, being under $10, I'm going to give it a 4 on the value, but the flavor is just lacking. Not horrible, not great. Like I said, the scent, when you smell it, I think I told him when we were off camera, I was like, it's almost like you're getting a whiff of something from across the room.
Yeah.
It's just so faint.
Mm-hmm.
It's a watered down taste a little bit. We put an ice cube in it. I don't know if I drank it again that I'd put an ice cube in it or add anything to it, because it's kind of watered down tasting to begin with. So there's really not many flavors in there to blend or mellow out to me. So like I said, if you're short on cash and you just want to have something to drink or take the campfire and pass a bottle around to everybody, this wouldn't be a bad choice. But if you want to sip and have some good bourbon, I would say no. I'm only going to give it a 3 on the flavor. It's drinkable, but it's forgettable. So I'll give it a 3-4. So there's better bourbons out there, but this kind of falls into a weird thing because it's such a low price.
Yeah, so
I don't know there's a better one for under $10.
Yeah, I didn't even know it came under $10.
So our recommendation is this is a throwaway bottle almost, really, but drinkable. And like I said, in the right situation, it could work for you. So that's what we got. And as always, let us hear your feedback and your comments. And if there's anything you want us to try, if we can get hold of it, we'll do it. So thank you very much.
All right.